So this is quite the interesting set of circumstances, ain't it? Today is supposed to be day 2 of the NFL draft. I'm not even bothering with that because sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss. Just like with all first rounders. Sometimes those first rounders hit, sometimes those first rounders miss. That's the thing about the draft. We can still laugh at teams. So, hello everybody! Welcome to the 2026 Kelly Cup playoffs. Will we be here for long? Honestly, I doubt it. This is the only team that I've covered this season of the ECHL to actually make it. And you want to know something? The Pirates, this is their first time ever in their 4th season making the playoffs. And apparently, there were already some taunts. Like, bro, just let the Ghost Pirates have their little moment of celebrating that they finally made a playoff game. Like if you're not gonna allow them to actually celebrate that they managed to make the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, you deserve to get your butt kicked. And I mean the on the ice kind of that, not a literal one. Because we try to not uh go for the we don't go for the jugular or natural stuff. We only go for that when it comes to laughing at teams and how they do. I did make a slight tweak. So, from this point onwards, the point total and the record will not update. Those are their final results from their 72 game season. Those will not change at all. But I did add a little thing right here on each side. These will indicate a the series. That's the series game. It's anytime a team that cover moves on to the next round, those counters reset back down to 0. I'll of course make a variant for when there's an away. But yeah, basically you'll be seeing this number here change based on who won the game. Like if Florida wins tonight, that would count as a win for them. But if it's the Pirates who win, that'll count for them. And then it'll be up, and that count will be updated for the next game they play against each other. 4 games are automatically played. All series play at least 4 games. If both sides win at least 1, it'll go to a 5th game. If both sides win at least 2, it'll go to a 6th game. And then if we're tied at 3 apiece, we go to game 7 for the decider. It's actually a lot simpler once you see it in action. This is the first of 2 home games we'll be seeing of the higher seed in the South. This is like this is division semifinals actually. Semifinals of the division. There will be a second game tomorrow, still in Estero. And then there'll be a little bit of a gap before game 3 and 4 are played in Savannah. But if they both win a game, they'll play a fifth. They'll play another game in Savannah before the series ends in Estero. So if it continues onwards. So 2-3-2. But there are some notable exceptions. Gladiators and Stingrays is following a more standard 2-2-1-1-1. And I think there's one other series that's following that format too. But for the most part, it'll be a 2-3-2. You'll see it all. You'll see how it's all played out. You'll see how it's all played out. Also, I was talking about the draft earlier. I should mention the Rams making the boneheaded decision to draft Ty Simpson. Are we serious, guys? Ty Simpson for the Rams. That in itself is hilarious, and I'm gonna be laughing at that pick myself for quite a while, especially if Stafford gets an extension and plays through it. Oops. But we're here for playoff hockey. Laughter as the draft goes on. But for those of you that missed my little soccer thing, I got me a little goal lamp here. And going forward, anytime a team scores a goal, I light this thing up. You can see it in action right here. That said, I'm going to have it over here. I think I forgot to change the goal thing. Yeah, it's still in the soccer ones. No worries. Just a quick fix. There's nothing more than a quick fix can handle. There you go. There's your Pirates one. And then, of course, I'll flip these when they're in Savannah. And then, there we go. By the way, now that we're in playoff mode, all overtime periods are 20 minutes, 5-on-5. And there is no shootout. It will be as many overtime periods as needed until a winner is decided. That's it. That's it. If this game goes into overtime, we'll have an intermission before the overtime period. And I just got notified from the Gladiators social media team that Josh Davies got a match penalty, which means there's going to be a suspension inbound. I'll try to. I'll talk about what goes on and such throughout the league, but anyway, now that we're in playoff mode, the best goalies from both sides will be constantly getting starts, which unfortunately, somehow Cam Johnson is still an Everblade. He's he's been on the team for like 10 years now. He need, he's been there for two. He's already been there way too long. If he's that good, he should be up at the next level already. Shoot, he should already be up in the NHL by now. If he's that good. But nope, he's still down here. He's still on the same team. But for the Pirates, they're gonna be rolling. They're pretty confident with how they've been faring with Vinny Papura, so he's going to get the nod here. So there's going to, so of course that means let's check the let's check in on how some of the other games are going on so far. Let's start with Adirondack in Maine. They just started their first game of the series. There's been a lot. It's mainly just it started out early on with plenty of unsportsmanlike conduct calls and there was a fight between Jacob Hudson and Jeremy Hansel in that one. That game is still ongoing. Started at 6, so they're in the second period. This one just started about 30 minutes ago. Well, not really 30 minutes ago, but it just about did. So here we go. This is where things. This is. So we had. At. So here's where I'm looking at here. We actually had 2 match penalties called in this one. The first one was against Ryan Hofer for an illegal check to the head. Ugh, yeah, that's definitely gonna cause some issues. No question about it. And Josh Davies is also for an illegal check to the head. Yep, a check to the head will definitely get you suspended. That game is still in the first period. And the other game that's going on is Reading and Wheeling. So far, they've had no penalties called. So I'll check in on that every so often, maybe maybe during the intermissions. Maybe I can check in during intermissions. But the puck is down for this game here. The first period is underway with the Kelly Cup playoffs. Game 1. How we're mainly going to be seeing how the Pirates fare in their first outing. Would be nice if they managed to pull off an upset here. Wouldn't that be lovely? I'd love to see it. We could really use some more use one of those kinds of upsets. And we're already going to get a penalty. And it's interference on Jordan Sandbrook. They're opening this up on the power play. That was a quick start. Apparently, the refs wanted to get their daily quota in early. And I'm sure Cam Johnson is not happy about the call. He's almost never happy with any call that goes against his team. And the Pirates are going to look to try to deal some damage early. Apparently, the Browns are doubling up on wide receiver. I should probably keep track of I might as well keep track of some draft posts while I'm at it. Denzel Boston goes to the Cleveland Brown. Doubling up on receivers. Because that's definitely a need for the Cleveland Browns, ain't it? But yeah. Yeah, the Pirates not able to do much right now. So I'm taking on the penalty here. Pirates getting some shots in, but they can't get things done right now. I think I kind of jacked it up a little bit, but they ain't gonna be able to do much of anything at this point on the power play. So I'll just fix it right back before I see if yeah, it's just back to even strength. Battle of Greens, if you want to put it that way. And we already got some extracurricular going on. We're already getting a bit of beef. With 7:14 the first period, we've already got ourselves a little bit of beefing.
We've got beef, motherfuckers!
I don't think they'll call any penalties for it, but it's that's they're definitely gonna take a look at the replay for the save. But yeah, that they're not gonna call anything for it. They're just gonna go right back into it. We're already I haven't been able to use that little beef thing at all. I'm glad I'm finally getting to use it now. Now with how the standards are now. Don't worry, we'll get some more use of this come time for the NFL to start back up. Or if there's a bench clearing brawl in baseball, whenever we cover it. I have it there, because it'll come in handy. Thanks, Tree. We definitely got beef. Definitely had beef. And I think that's gonna end up being covered by Johnson. If anything noble comes up on draft stuff, I'll bring it up. But yeah. Oh no, if apparently I just now noticed the camera may have had a brief issue. Just a brief issue. We're fine. It's working. And Papura is not gonna let anything go through. Playoff hockey is different, people. You actually have to try in this one. I'm sure the Pirates fans are just happy to be here. No worries. And I do have volume stuff fixed. So I can still hear it. Or the announcer and stuff. And the ref is just, we got a ref sitting right there at the Florida bench. I wonder if he's getting money in his pockets. Hey, I gotta make the jokes. I gotta make the bribery jokes. I'm allowed to do that. I don't think a single old fan base outside of Estro is going to shed a tear when Florida finally starts playing horribly. Let's just be real with that. Apparently, there were some Flyers fans that got kicked out for literally the whole arena chanting. Like, are we serious, guys? Are we serious? We're kicking players. We're kicking fans out of the arena for a routine chant. Ah, you're telling me the Flyers home arena is no fun? How annoying. And apparently the Indy Fuel has their stuff set up to where where you can't celebrate, where you can't do much of anything in their arena. You're only good to to attend a game there if you're just there to watch a game, as opposed to celebrate. Like, why celebrate? Why taunt? Why boo a ref? When all you're just good for at that game is just to sit there and look pretty. But we do actually get our first goal of the series. It's for the Everblades. Boo. I'll, I'll, let me check to see. They're not updating it yet. But it's already a 1-0 lead for the Everblades. It did get updated for Karen Pfizer. I might have to refresh the site on here. Make sure it's actually working. Because sometimes it'll freeze up like that. You know what? Now that I think about it, I could just pull up the feed I want to pull up over here on this other laptop. See what goes on. And it'd be easier for me to just look at some Discord stuff over here too. Apparently, this is the free stream that Flow Hockey's doing. Huh. Not what I was expecting. Also, seriously though, cowbells? Those cowbells at a hockey game is just so annoying. Like, why make part of your team identity around shaking cowbells? I don't like it. And now we got more extracurricular here. This one's not evolving much. Oh yeah, there are talks of Kayvon Thibodeau potentially getting traded. So the Giants might actually just straight up be cleaning house. Yeah, there's been a lot of crazy things. Like normal. Pirates are just looking to try to get on the board right now. And here's the Pirates with the puck. Brandon Jake Rodriguez is married to a Black Hawk helicopter pilot. Well then. But yeah. Of now, Young comes out saying something about not having any conversations about Al Thibodeau. Just crazy stuff like usual, I guess. Standard Giants protocol. Just the usual stuff. Just the usual. What else is new? We just got standard protocols like usual. They're just not giving me much of anything to talk about right now. I'm just trying to look at other stuff. I can definitely tell you, there's no point. I did not mean to open that. Well, we just got confirmation of our week 3 Rio game. It'll be, god damn it, the Cowboys. They just revealed the Rio game. It's Ravens, Cowboys. I'm still coming to cover the Cowboys again. As much as they milk the international games to death, I just wish they stopped giving the Cowboys all the big slots. They keep doing it. I just wish I had something else to talk about. What just happened? I didn't do anything. I want to know what just happened. No, did it do it again? I didn't. I wasn't doing anything to cause it the issue. The hell is wrong with this thing? And doing things as it. I was just typing things up over here, and all of a sudden this decides it wants to act up. Come on. Wow. Right, the news there. You're about talking about Steelers. And there goes the Steelers taking Bernard. Maury Bernardo developed this ego during his time in Pittsburgh, and then he'll be gone in a few years where he can fully unleash it elsewhere. Also, please stop doing that, camera. I'm getting tired of it, camera. Just stop. It won't stop. Ugh. I don't know what I ended up doing there, but hopefully that makes it stop for good. I'm getting tired of this. Really getting tired of this. It's just stupid how some of this goes on for. And we had next to nothing in this second half of the first period. Just the usual teams being incapable of doing anything worthwhile. Really, all that's going on here. Ain't no way the Stallions just did that in 2026. Jeez, guys. Are we seriously still having issues, camera? Really? I told you to stop it! Jeez, this is gonna be rage to stream. Need this camera to cut it out. I got nothing interfering with it. It's like it's being possessed or something. No, seriously, it's like it's being possessed for no reason. Just great. I'm really hating this camera. I had to adjust where my laptop was positioned again. I had this issue fixed. But it is final minute of the first period. So, oh, the Panthers now up on the clock. I'll have to keep track of some trade stuff. But this is looking to be how this first period comes to an end. One nothing lead for the Everblades. Amidst a bunch of frustration with the camera. So let's take a look at the rest of the league. Third period's underway. Still scoreless. And a bunch of penalties. Second period is only just underway over in Stingrayville. Next to nothing went on there. See if we can actually keep track of some draft stuff while we're at it. I can only imagine how long we gonna be at this for. So the Falcons now have the Terrell brothers. Crazy the thing, ain't it? And it's Lee Hunter. Definitely been some crazy stuff. Giants did typical Giants last night as well. Late in the first round. But yeah, as soon as it ran up Ty Simpson, the whole butterfly effect came in. Oh crap! A bunch of guys just suddenly fell. Verily. It's also been Black Friday in WWE. Terry Sane, Aleister Black, Zelina, Uncle Howdy / Bo Dallas. So there goes that. Nikki Cross, Santos Escobar, Motor City Machine Guns, Dexter Loomis, Rowan, Joe Gracie, Andre Chase, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, Tyra May Steele, Serena Linton, Tyson, Tyreek, Chris Island, Bleak Blade, Trill London, and Luca Crucifino all on the cut list. Oh boy. Jeez. Jeez. Getting seeing bot instances too many times right now. But yeah, the Jets was saying they're Jets himself. So I had to go get me something to drink because I really need it. Somebody sending codes for Genshin and an off-topic plays in a Genshin place? I don't get how people are. By the way, why is the EFL still using the old scorebook thing? And that's from like 2020. They ain't the style that's in use anymore. Makes no sense. Oh, oh, man. Oh, man, that one's good. I just like this little tweet here. One of my favorite from Sean C. at 11 a.m. Earlier today. One of my favorite random facts about Cardinal Tate is he was on the IMG team that played Bishop Sycamore. Apparently, we had Eric Lynn just drafted himself thing. Just find it hilarious. Oh, you want out, Farina? All right. Can't come back here anymore, Farina. We gotta get through some hockey here. It's just so funny that one of the main. Imagine if one of your main facts was. It looks like they might be back for the second period. Just imagine if one of your main facts was, "Hi, yes, I was one of the players that played against Bishop Sycamore that one time. You know that one time, before as they were getting exposed, and we whooped their asses." Just think about it. Just think about how funny that would be. The game underway. Repair number 2. See how long this goes on for. Wonder how many islands there are in the NFL actively right now. That's a good question. The main question right now is, will the Pirates ever submit a response? Hey, Eagles took the tight end out of Vandy. Um, that one I'm scratching my head over. Eagles aren't taking players from the Georgia Bulldogs. Not only that, but they're taking a tight end. Uh huh. This is definitely a head scratcher for me. Be it either first tight end on the roster under contract for 2027 when the rookie deal's done. That is quite the interesting one. Yeah, there has to be something going on with that Philly pick to even warrant that. Pirates are still trying. 16 shots on net. One of them bound to get through. One of them's bound to. I know it. I just know it. But yeah, it's definitely been some craziness. Upon craziness upon craziness. Somewheres. Not so much for here. As Pirates are able to actually stop that one. Send all the way back down. There's no icing. Don't let it go on. We got ourselves a broken. We got ourselves a loose stick. No worries, it's picked back up. I did learn that they're actually. I did learn recently. This is actually in. They actually still use 720p. Seven 720p. Yeah. Why do you want to? Why would you want to make use of 720p? Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, hold up! We just had ourselves a trade. Oh boy! Here we go. Jonathan Greener got sent to the Eagles for the Vikings to get a third round pick for tonight and a round pick for next year. And a 4-year, $100 million contract. Wow. And we had a save and players holding up towards each other. We only had one beef so far this game. One literal beef. Man, that was not what I had in mind for a draft day trade. He got traded for 2 third-round picks, one of which is for tonight. And he also gets a 4-year, $100 million extension. I want to know what's going on up there in that front office to where they feel like they needed to address the defense that badly with a move like that. Just, jeez, just, just set off the alarms, why don't you? And there will be an icing call. And just, I'm just trying to wrap my head around that trade and what the Eagles have been doing tonight. I'm also wondering when we'll get the news of AJ Brown. Most like seems like he's most likely going to be going to the Patriots. I mean, I knew that there was some ongoing stuff in the saga, and I would have hoped that he would stay, but I also had my doubts that he actually will. Then the decision last night basically confirmed it. Nine top 100 picks in the 2026 and 27 drafts for the Vikings. They just been loading up on them. They love those picks. Give me them picks, yeah. Vikings can use them. Give me them picks. We still think JJ McCarthy's our future. Jeez. What a waiver. Day 2 to go on, right? Don't worry, day 3 will be over by the time we make our way to game 2. It's just crazy to me. It's how this stuff has been. By the way, there has not even been a single penalty this period halfway through. So while that's going on, let's check in with some others. It looks like Thunder and Mariners are going to overtime. There's still one more period for Glad Stingrays. Nailers are beating up on Royals. Comets is leading over Fuel in the second period. The first game just ended their first period. Next, and another one just ended the first period. So, yeah. Quite eventful for not hockey stuff, right? You think the Browns are still gonna roll with it? Okay, you got safety. Yeah, all right. That answers my question for now. Of course, there's been no changes halfway through that half frame. It's been all the same. Like nothing happened. Nothing's happening. Didn't even get the chance to use this thing that much. Just once. You're being boring on me, guys. You're being boring. Now, something I should mention. I will reuse this particular graphic for game 2. And I'll have a separate one done for games 3 and 4. And the rules are flipped. Because for games 3, 4, and 5, they'll be in Savannah. Man! Papura is edgy, saving the shots. Ooh. I guess Bears felt like picking a pick 69. Trey trying to blend in with his surroundings so that he doesn't get kicked out by the Steelers. It's I still find it funny that the Steelers literally blocked him on Twitter. It's still funny how that happened. But nothing's changing right now. Okay, I had to fix it. Apparently, the stream was a minute behind. So I had to fix it back to where it's live. No worries. Just a simple fix. A little bit of Gathering enjoying. With 3 minutes 50 seconds in the second period. Dolbin! Some craziness is for the NFL. Year, I'm not sure. Well, apparently you got somebody doing a robot. The people in Blackhawks jerseys. Talking about working two jobs when they were a kid. And then comparing that to being the number 2 overall pick. Anything to fit a storyline. Because, of course, something has to fit a storyline somehow. Another wide shot. Yeah, Papura's been stepping it up. Man, Papura, once again, stopping pucks from going in. And everybody's all crowded up over there in the Florida zone. Oh no, that didn't find its way through either. And we got ourselves some punches drawn. Everybody's getting themselves a dance partner. Here's your beef right here. Here, we got ourselves some beef
It's
now.
got beef, motherfuckers!
Can't wait to see how they assess this. Now we're getting some action. Just late in the second period. And Doherty is having a talk with the Rev right now. And now Moberg is over there. They're trying to. They're and of course Dravish is. And we got more pushing. And they're gonna look at replay. And it did show that the helmet of Johnson did fall off. There's still a conversation going on. Doesn't look like there's gonna be anything called. Unless there have been some calls made. I haven't seen any penalties, so they may not have called any. Sure looked like they were getting beefy with each other. That no, really, it really is. It sure looked like it. As we're in the final minute of this second period, as we got ourselves a whistle. And it's puck down. Floor, the Everblades are looking to get up 2 goals. Oh, it goes all the way to the opposite end. They're not going to call it an icing. They'll just let play continue. And it doesn't look like anything will change from what I can tell from this end here. But we'll still see how it transpires live. And Purpura standing still at the net. And yeah, that's it for period number 2. It'll go to another intermission. Not a single penalty called. So I need to take a step away and we'll be back. That was really needed. Definitely needed that one. Been been crazy. I can say that. It's been crazy. So we got one more period of hockey to go. And it looks like the Mariners managed to win in overtime. Looks like the Mariners just won. So that's over pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Stingrays just has been pulling ahead of the Gladiators. We got 3-4 1-0 scores right now, two of which are in intermission. So I need to adjust this one here now. Mariners just took game one of the series and need to add more spaces in there. But just think, there will be a winner no matter what. Think I might be able to afford ditching the glasses now. We were using this thing a lot more for soccer earlier. Yeah, there's also been some NBA and NHL stuff. See what's going on here. Questioning move, according to the Cardinals taking Carson back. Well, it looks like they're back for period number 3. So, on to period 3 we go, everybody. Let's see what craziness goes on this time. The third period is now underway. Capura stopping that puck again. I I was just saying about how much I question the move. Dak won't be starting. Brissett's most likely gonna be the starter as a babysitter. Be starting as a babysitter. But yeah, it's just so far it's more the same right here. Oh yeah, local QBs selected. Relating to the coverage area news for Jacks. Tim Tebow, Mac Jones, Stetson Bennett, Nathan Peterman, and Rusty Smith. And Carson Bagg was the Mandarin. Yeah, we're still waiting on. Yeah, it's been pretty even in shots, like 24 each. Oh, 26 for the Pirates, I mean. But the Pirates have yet to get on the board. They need to get on the board in this period right here. And they can't allow another goal. Like, ever. We'll see. We'll see what kind of magic they can pull off. Looks like Papura managed to get the save, and all the players are grouped up right there. Having to separate them before they try to beef. Yeah, Pirates need to eventually get a shot in if they want to even manage to keep things going. Apparently, there's a Ron Cena thing. They can't see Ron. Ring the bell. We got Markel. Jeez, talk about play on words. I'm starting to think we're not going to be able to see much of the goal lamp. There's been some weirdness and weirdness and weirdness. Yeah, ECHL seems to be pretty late on stuff. They still haven't dropped the puck yet. Now they finally do. And we're gonna have some. That is that's. I'm guessing it was saved. But ew, that playoff beer does not look good on you, Swampy. Ew. Playoff beer does not look good on that alligator. I don't get why people do playoff beards. I don't care for playoff beard. All I care about is making sure that I'm actually able to sleep comfortably. If it feels uncomfortable with the facial hair, I shave it. Simple, straightforward. But there will be a whistle here as the Everblades won't be able to get it into the net. Seems like it's a media timeout. Meanwhile, Matt McCrane for DC has not made a field goal yet. Wow. But yeah. Yeah, they haven't really given me much. That's for a hot minute. Yeah, they're not giving much anything to talk about right now. It'd be nice if they did. Is that gingerbread man in April? They seriously had a gingerbread man costume? Wow. Why would you have the gingerbread man costume showing up for a thing in April? You that desperate for Christmas to come around? Yeah, we're past the halfway mark of the third period and it's still the same score. Time's ticking for the Pirates. Literal ticking. I don't get I don't get this stuff sometimes. But we're still waiting to see Yeah, all those shots, and the Pirates still don't have a goal. Malachi Fields? Really? Trying to keep an eye on some stuff here. With the time ticking, Pirates need something into at least for his overtime. But yeah, I don't get why there's a gingerbread man costume. Apparently, it was supposed to be Sami Zayn. Jeez. But yeah, we're still waiting on the Pirates to do something. I can only imagine what the Pirates are going to do to celebrate their first ever home playoff game. And of course, a certain somebody wants back in my room. How lovely. And here's the Everblades. The shot. It's in the net. It's another goal for the Everblades. Now the Pirates need two in order to actually force overtime. Lovely. And it's for Oliver Cooper. Absolutely hate this. All I am seeing from this is just another eventual run that ends in complete misery for everyone involved. I don't think words can really describe uh, how this is gonna feel, but maybe this will. Yeah, that'll most likely explain some feelings. Mm. I really, this team really is just Real Madrid. Telling you, it's really just Real Madrid. That they got a secondary mascot now? Who the heck is that? That jeez. Didn't know they had a second. They have a secondary mascot? And that's what it looks like? Wow. Just wow. Didn't think they pulled that one out. Apparently the Steelers just took Drew Aller as a quarterback. Sure, why not? It's just man, talk about some great. Now there's your craziness. Drew Aller from Penn State. Quite the choice. That you can tell I'm having more fun over at certain things compared to others. You can definitely tell. Yeah, with that winding down, the Pirates need 2 goals. Goals quickly to force overtime. And no, that doesn't even go through. Wouldn't be surprised if they pulled their goalie by now. Nope. I am keeping an ears out. Yep, there it is. The extra attacker is out there for the Pirates. And it's been some struggles like usual. As we enter down 2 minutes to go in regulation. Another prevention of an empty netter as the time keeps ticking for the Pirates. And now this final minute, they're not even being able to even do much. All the way down, though. It doesn't look like the Pirates are going to be able to generate the momentum needed to actually perform the results. Doesn't seem to look like it. This is going to be how this game will end. And it'll be an Everblades win. And now we got some end of game curriculars. And it looks like Drevish may be involved somewhere in there. People are probably starting to get some dance partners now. Our blood's already boiling over. We just had some beef to close out this game.
Beef, motherfuckers!
Now we gotta worry about some benches being cleared. and sent to their locker rooms. Royals haven't intervened now. Wonder how this will boil over as the series progresses. I'm also curious as to how they assess these end of game penalties. And it's a 2-0 final score. Unfortunately, the Everblades take game 1. It was like they didn't even bother with with the penalties. But that'll do it for this particular game. It's now a 1-0 series lead for the Everblades. As this stream comes to a close, and until next time, travel safely. Good night, everyone.